Hey, witches!
Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Fourth Wing. I would just like to say that
Yes.
I finished the book and I'm really itching to talk about the whole thing.
But you
But I'm
can't.
really but I'm really sad that we can't. And I'm also really
Because,
sad because I bought the other book and I really want to fucking read it.
well, read
And I'm
it.
not
Just take notes as you go.
no, here's the problem. If I do that, I'm gonna say something that I really I'm like shaking my whole desk. I'm gonna say something that I really shouldn't say. One on here, two to you. Like I can't.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that's true.
yeah, and I no, I can't do it. I can't do it at all. I just can't. So I okay. There's a book that Will has been wanting me to read for a while. It's by Brandon Sanderson, so it's another one of his books. It's called The Way of Kings. It's a thick ass book, and there's a lot of. I tried reading it once, and maybe I just wasn't in the right mindset for it, or whatever the case may be. But oh my god, there's just a lot to it, and yeah. So I'm on like chapter 6. And let me tell you, I'm like 80 pages in. I'm on chapter 6. Um, I was reading it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna force myself to read this because if I don't, I'm going to dive straight into Iron Flame and I'm going to be put into a fucking depression because I'm going to just be so sad that this book is done. And then I'm gonna have to wait for Onyx Storm, which is going to come out next December, which I already pre-ordered. Thank you. Um, but like, I was just so sad about it. And Will was like, "Oh, you're reading that book? Well, you can't read that until I read it." And I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
He hasn't read it yet?
He has.
Oh.
He just wants to do it at the same time. And I was like, "No, it's fine. Like, this is your favorite book. You have tattoos all over your body of this book. Like, shut the hell up. You're fine." Oh, hi, baby. He's like, here I go.
He's been rubbing. No, see, look, he's needy. He's been rubbing on my legs this whole time.
Yeah. And then Will goes, you know, you would leave me for Kaladin. And Kaladin's the main character in The Way of Kings. And I was like, babe, you would leave me for Kaladin. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, if I have like 7 book boyfriends, you have a book boyfriend and his name is Kaladin. Like, fuck you. Yeah. Oh, and then today on the way to the beach, this is not relate, but this is so funny. Sorry. I feel like I haven't talked to you in like weeks, so I have to tell you all of this. It feels like a week, God. So we were going by a car on the way to the beach this morning, and on the car it said like Emily 72 or something like that, or 64. And Will's like, "Hey, did you check out that license plate that said Emily 64?" I was like, "We could do that." He goes, "Yeah, but we don't got the money for it." And I was like, "I bet you my book boyfriends would have done it for me a long time ago." And he just looks at me. He goes, mouth wide open. Am I wrong?
You know what you should read next? House of Crimson Hearts.
Listen, I got the not safe for work things. I was like, I I saw those and I was like, oh. And I was like, I'm gonna stick that someplace where it's not gonna get ruined. And then I saw like the tiny little prints like on the papers from like various artists on Instagram, and I
Sir.
was like, oh. I was like, what is that? Oh, okay. So I see we're in a nightclub. Okay. What is that? And Will's like trying to relax after a long day of work. And I'm like, babe, I gotta show you this. And he goes, what? Is this another one of your smut books? And I was like, it's going to be one of my smut books, but I just got it. And I
You're
was like, look
welcome.
at this. And I showed it to him and he goes, why? And I was like, look at it. And he goes, yep,
Uh-huh.
I see it. And I was like, isn't that cool?
Oh,
And he's just like,
Squilliam.
yeah, it's great. I was like, look at these.
I can't wait. Mine's still not here, but in her latest email, she said that they should all be delivered by the 30th.
Okay.
So it's still got time. So I'm not gonna start panicking yet.
Wait till you see the prince.
I know. I can't wait to get my hands on the actual book too. Like
Which
I read
level did you do?
the
How much did you spend? You just
like
tell me.
130.
Oh, you did a lot more than I did, so you're gonna get a lot more
Yeah.
than I did.
I think it was the Her Unique Experience.
Oh, you got the toy.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, oh, she's giving out vibrator.
Yeah.
I did not do that one. I did the $69 one. So I was like, I want a physical copy.
Yeah, so it's
And
the
that was the
book and then
bare
all of
minimum.
the artwork and then
Yeah. Don't you get like a coloring page and like a map, I think.
yeah, the map and then
I
the
got
vibrator and then
yeah, I got the digital one, the book, the playlist.
phone backgrounds and
Yeah, phone backgrounds playlist. I got the actual like phone version. I think it had like the censored part across it. But now I got
yeah.
like an actual print of the artwork, I guess, from the book. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, I had the like advanced reader digital copy on my Kindle already. But now I have the actual copy and I'm going to get the hard copy too, so. And it's a special edition hard copy.
I know, it's so pretty.
I know.
I was like, "Ooh, this is so pretty in person." Like, it was
I
pretty
know when I
online.
saw it, I was like, this is amazing. I was like, but now what's going to happen if she doesn't do a Kickstarter for the next book with a special edition? And I just have like two plain paper book backs along with my like special edition.
You're just
because
like,
you know what will happen? I'll have to buy them all in paperback and then just have the special edition as well.
what if she does the special edition vibrator for each book?
That would be hilarious.
You get
I'm not gonna lie.
purple, then you get pink. I don't know. The what is it?
Hi, baby. Are you scared of that big mean kitty? The cat is over there growling at him.
Sounds like
anyway.
The I don't know. Anyways, I have to watch my mouth when I talk. Listen, also, I have been nonstop talking about Hazbin Hotel for like all day today. All the way to the beach, which there's a lot of traffic right now, so it was like a 25-minute drive. We listened to the entire soundtrack. We stopped at Walmart to get some beach chairs because we've been meaning to get some for like the last couple of years, and we finally did it. And I'm just like walking through Walmart singing one of the songs. It was like, really? And I was like, yeah. I'm a loser, baby, a smoozer, and I don't remember it now that I'm singing it, but
yeah. The one that gets stuck in my head is the one with the angel and Charlie, which is like, that's what the fuck I've been saying.
Oh, Emily and Charlie, yeah.
Yes.
If hell is forever, then heaven must be a lie.
Yes. Obsessed.
I love that song. I think it's called like Don't You Know or You Don't Know.
Yeah. I don't know. I know I'm obsessed with Vaggie.
My favorite song is Poison.
Yeah.
It's just got a good rhythm to it. And I think because not that I
Girl, we could go down a whole like long ass tangent about this, but we're gonna do a whole episode.
Yeah, it's true.
About Hazbin Hotel. And we're already 10 minutes in.
We haven't finished our tangent.
We haven't done Hunting Adeline. We need to do that too.
Okay.
But first, we got to get back to this. Chapter 25.
Okay. Okay. What?
My girl is being stubborn. Or no, not my girl.
No.
Yes. Yes, it is my girl. She was being stubborn about being held on to Terrence back again and
I was like,
made them
oh my
come
god.
in like fucking
Oh
last in
yeah.
the one of the races. And I'm like, girl, there is a time and a place to be stubborn. And in the middle of a competition is not it.
Right. Well, like when this is going to give you the greatest advantages ever, just fucking deal with it.
Right. Boy, I was so irritated at her. And then, what was I talking about when I said that? Oh, it's at they're getting ready to do their next so at the beginning of the chapter, they're finishing out the like second round of the war games or whatever, which is like
Like the fighting
sparring.
part of it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And they jumped to third place.
Oh yeah, because Liam is a fucking bomb ass fighter.
Badass. Yeah. And then
Kudos to
they
the other dude though for like keeping
not
on for as
tapping
long as he
out.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Then the night they find out, like right after that, that oh, by the way, the third event's gonna start right now.
Dude, okay. That really frustrated me. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What the hell? Just give him a break. I mean, I understand like you're trying to give them like whatever like the idea of what real warfare could be like, but also I feel like there's
Whoever was just fighting is now at a disadvantage.
yeah. And I also feel like the people who not necessarily the people, but I don't know. I just feel like you can't mimic what real warfare is like, and they sitting there like, oh, we're gonna treat you or teach you what real warfare is gonna be like, and it's like, okay, well, you're fucking failing at it because you don't even do it right.
Right. Well, and that's like saying you're gonna college prepares you for a job. No, the fuck it doesn't. Like, no, it
Right.
doesn't.
I'm
E-
still
Even my
make
student teaching didn't prepare me for teaching. Like, it's not the same.
yeah. No.
But what I was going for there was down at the bottom. They're like, you're gonna pick somebody to lead, yada yada yada, and they're like, someone says, doesn't that defeat the point of having squad leaders? And they're like, the purpose of a squad leader is to form a tightly knit unit that can carry on with a mission after their demise. And I just wrote, I wish he was demised.
Right? Oh my god.
I'm so fucking sick of him. I like
I'm
so
over it.
fucking
Yeah.
sick of him. I at least once a chapter I write fuck you Dane or fucking Dane.
So
at least once a chapter, I
'cause
swear.
it comes up at some point in time, like always. Ouch. I wrote something where it was like, I'm sure Violet could get in one or two. What if one could get in one and two? What? What? I don't know why I said it the way I did.
And they start talking. So their goal or their like task is to steal something that would be most advantageous to their enemies regarding the war effort.
Yeah, okay. So okay, now I had to go back to 314. So, yeah. They were talking about going into the archives, but the archives are locked up shut. It's shut down because of
In
in
case
case of
of
a fire.
fire.
And I'm like, yeah, but I still feel like Violet could get into it. I mean, there's got to be a way to get into it. I'm sure Violet can figure it out.
And they say that even wielding isn't going to touch it. Well, I guess that makes sense. I was gonna say, but one of them can unweave wards, but it's not wards, it's a vault, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um
But they go through like all these different ideas, and then Violet comes up with the best idea.
I honestly thought it was the stuff um that she got with Liam that one day. The
Oh
maps.
yeah, like
Not the maps, but like
the scroll.
uh yeah, the scrolls that she delivered.
Yeah. But instead, she's like, "We're gonna break into my mother's office," and I was like, "Yeah, we fucking are." Like, two birds, one stone. Win the competition and piss off your mom. Love it, because
Do
your
it,
mom's a
do it,
fucking bitch.
do it, do it. Yeah. No, fuck that bitch. Um
And
Also,
then they do it,
Quinn's astral form, that is fucking dope as shit.
right? Yeah.
But I also wasn't thinking going to her mom's study. Like, I don't know why I was like, yeah, let's bring it to my mom's office. Like,
Well, and like it's funny because no other team would have even known how to get there.
yeah,
So like they had like a huge advantage by having her on their team because she was able to get them there and like even have that idea.
use her fucking noggin, man.
But basically, they find there's a map in her office that's like updated with all of the like where the troops are and where the outposts are and all of that. And that's what they fucking steal. And
Which is so smart because it's got literally trade routes on it.
right,
Like,
like it
and
would
it's got
be
most, it's
the best thing for the enemy to steal to know.
right.
Like it would
And
fuck everything up.
and people know how, and the only reason why it's important and why it's so like for the end, like why the enemy should steal it essentially, is because of it's got the skirmishes on it. So if it wasn't
Yeah.
for those, am I fucking bleeding? How? Why? Okay. Um, that was weird. You ever just like rub your like skin and then you just feel like yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's blood. What the fuck? Okay. So, but like the most it has like all the battles or like all the small time like little fights on there.
Yeah.
So that's important because they know those too, so they're going to know how accurate this map is, so they're going to see that it's updated and that it's correct. So they're going to be like, "Oh,
Is that a
this
new
is where we
tattoo?
need to go." Where?
Right there. Your arm on the moon.
No. I got these together.
Huh. I knew you had the Oh my god. My brain is fucked right now. I literally just like pointed to your semicolon tattoo with my mouse and was like, I knew you had this one. Like you could
I
fucking
know, I
see
was
it.
like, "Which one?" You didn't point to anything.
I'm gonna be all right. I listen. I think I only hit my leg when I fell today. Maybe. Anywho,
I've been out in the sun all
yes.
day.
And they're like, well, we were out in the sun too for a little bit, but they're like, they like explain the map and what it is, and um, she's they showed up late, or they showed up last. That was what
Yeah,
I
they're
wrote
like
down. They're like, oh god, we're
running
last.
in there.
But like it doesn't matter if you're last because you have the best item. Like there's no way that someone found something better than that. Except one of the groups fucking kidnapped a scribe, like a whole scribe. Like what
Pulled
the
him out of
fuck?
his sleep.
Like just stole him right out of his bed. Like holy shit. So anyway, um yeah, they win, or well, we don't know that yet, but she's like, oh, Zayden looks at her and like tips his hat, like an imaginary hat to her. And she was like, it doesn't matter how the vote comes down. I've already won. And then for the next couple chapters, we're going to argue about whether or not they love each other. And I'm like, bitch, you love him. You love him. You love him.
Fuck
You love
you.
him. Okay.
Like, stop arguing. It's there. You see it.
Everybody knows but you, apparently.
Be done with it, bitch.
Oh my
I'm just
God. And
testing
then
out my new highlighters.
chapter 26. Listen, my like gel highlighters or whatever, I don't even know what they are. They're gel highlighters, but they're my fucking favorite.
What are they?
They're like,
I honestly Googled Bible highlighters.
that's what these come up as too. But they're like almost like crayons, like,
Oh, I saw those.
but you do have to be careful that you don't press too hard, because if there's like chunks, it will smear. But they don't bleed at all.
But yeah, like,
Oh, fun. I could see it when you had your hand on it. Yeah,
there
right
we
there.
go.
Yeah.
Look at those colors.
I like it.
Best you can. I saw a quote and I'm like, oh, I need to mark that so I can highlight it. I just didn't know what color I wanted.
And now we're on chapter 26. And
Wait, hold on. I had a comment about Liam and Dane before 26. Sorry, you just took over that whole chapter. I was over here worried about my highlighter. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay. On page 321, it's like they were why am I doing like the right ones? I don't know if I'm doing like the right word or like the right side or whatever. But like, oh, sorry. I'm trying to, like I said, it's been a bit since I've read these like chapters and since I've written down like what I wrote. So I'm trying to remember what I meant by anything I've said. Okay, so there's a part on page 321. They're like fighting the guard that was right outside Violet's mom's. I guess there's like a guard outside Lilith's office, and he's like coming and like running after them, like he found them or something like that. So she's the kind of person that doesn't want to hurt anyone, so she's not going to hurt anyone. She's going to like adapt the way she can, the best way she can. So she literally so like they knocked him out and they found out that he has a good strong pulse, that they just knocked him out. So she was like, open his mouth. She snagged the vial hidden in the pocket of her leathers, uncorked it, and then let the tonic flow into the guard's mouth. He'll sleep the rest of the night. Liam's wide eyes met hers. You're kind of terrifying. And then she grinned and said, "Thank you." And it's like, yeah, fuck you, Dane. Just because you say she's not doesn't mean other people don't think so.
right.
Liam
There are
thinks
more
so.
ways to be strong and powerful than just brute strength.
Right. And then on the very last page, before chapter 26, she it's the tipping of his like hat to her. It's just, I wouldn't say swoon worthy, but it's just like the
Yeah.
she's not gotten a lot of, compliments or, support from anybody there other than Rhiannon, which I found out according to the what is it, the Audible version is how you pronounce it, Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
Because I was like, oh, Rhiannon. No, Rhiannon. Is it Rihanna? I don't know. Now I forgot. Now I'm questioning myself. Um, but like that's her only support. I mean, other than Mira, but she doesn't have that support like actively
Right, like
right
she's
with
not
her.
there. Yeah.
And then she's got Dane every other day telling her to run to the
Yeah. Fuck
scribe quadrant.
Dane.
I mean, she's got like Riddick and Liam and all of that. Because of Zayden, but it's just like their first years too. Like they're going through the same shit she is, but like to have a third year, like yeah, that was smart. Like good
Yeah.
job, buddy. Like all right. Anyways, chapter 26.
Okay, chapter 26. Literally the first thing I wrote about chapter 26 was fuck off, Dane.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
right on page
Fuck you.
324, not 324. Yeah, 324. Oh, they're in their room talking, her and Rhiannon at the outpost, right?
Yeah, they flew to an outpost because what you don't realize is they won.
Oh yeah, they won. And so their prize was to go to the outpost and like shadow and learn about what it's like to be there. And they're in their room talking about how Rhiannon's village is only however far or less than an hour away on foot, yada yada yada. And
Like a
she's like,
5 minute fly.
we have 6 days to figure it out, and we will. And then someone pounds on their door, like, let's go, second squad. And like, fuck off, Dane. Like, give them a fucking minute. They just flew for like what, a whole day.
Yeah.
So just fuck off, Dane. Just that's all I have to say. Fuck off, Dane.
Right. But on the next page, so they go out and they're talking to Major Quaid. They're standing in like the middle of the courtyard and they're just kind of like, this is an outpost. This is kind of what it is. We have enough to do these things. In the event of attack, we can feed and house everybody in the amount of time, like in an adequate amount of time. And they're all like looking around, just kind of, doing their own kind of thing. And what is it? Towards the end of the page, you like find out that the riders there's like a patrol coming back, and what is it? Like the writers come back and Quaid's like, oh, there they are now, like let's go and meet them. And before he could finish his sentence, you hear somebody say Violet, like question, and then I'm like, oh my god, 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 is this Mira, is this Mira, is this Mira? And like before you could even like say anything, you're like, oh my god, it's Mira. Is it? Please let it be Mira, please let it be Mira. Like it can't be anybody else other than Mira, right? Like please, Mira.
And it is.
Like, I was like, it better not be somebody who fucking knows her from her childhood, but be her goddamn sister.
And it is. Yay!
And it's just so sweet because she's just like, oh my gosh, like full circle. Like last time I left you, you left me on the parapet. Like I was about to, like
I thought I was gonna die. Like
I didn't do this, but here I am. Like I've done this. I saw Zayden's face. Like I thought I was gonna die. I thought Jack was gonna kill me. Somebody died that day. Like this happened, then that happened, and then Amber Mavis died, and then these people died, and then like the gauntlet happened, and then me getting my own dragons, and then Zayden and I kissing each other, and it's like my sister. It was just like, it's so nerve-wracking. Not nerve-wracking, but it's just like the sigh of relief she must have just like exhaled seeing her sister.
Yes.
So I just love that they're yay, I didn't die.
Like, I didn't die. You're not an only child.
Yeah.
And then Imogen goes, Sorengales are weird.
I mean, look at their mother.
Right?
You have to have that kind of dark sense of humor.
And then the next, or a couple days later, Rhiannon and Violet climb out their window
And away they
to,
go.
yeah, to go to Rhiannon's family because Mira's out on patrol. So they think. Because they start to run to their dragons and bump right into her.
Yeah.
She's like, "Where the fuck are you going?" And she
None of
tells
your
them what they're
business.
doing. And they're like, "You think?" She's like, "You think you're doing what?" But she ends up going with them. And I fucking love their relationship because, like, on page 329, they're just sitting there talking. Um, where'd it go? Oh, because she's like, "What other rules have you broken?" And she's like, "Maybe a few. I've gotten very good at poisoning my opponents before challenges." And Mira nearly spits out her wine. And she's like, "Not what you were expecting?" And she's like, "I didn't know. I didn't honestly don't know what I expected. I was just desperate for you to live. And then you went and not only bonded with one of the most powerful dragons alive, but a feather tail too. My baby sister is a badass."
I love that their relationship isn't, it's not like Dane and her.
Yeah.
It's not like
Well, and it like
he
could have
gives her
really
a
been fucked
chance.
up because of their mom because Mira is everything that the mom wanted in a daughter. So like it could have really caused some resentment, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because she was their dad's
Quote
favorite
unquote
or
favorite.
yeah. But yeah. And then on page 330, they're talking about how different their family is from
How supportive
Rhiannon's
they
family.
are.
Yeah, she's like, "We watch Rhiannon kiss her nephew's perfect chubby cheeks. I've never seen a family this happy. Even when Brennan and Dad were alive, we weren't like that." And I'm just like, hearing them talk about that dynamic is literally how I feel about my family and Brittany's family. Like, I, there were, especially in the earlier days before I realized that Brittany's family is my family too, like, there were some days when I would like get teary on the way home because I was like, your family is just so loving and supportive and they take care of each other and they show up for each other. And my family has never been like that. The culture shock I got just from how often they touch each other and not even like just hugging, but like sitting on the couch and your legs are touching. Like my family doesn't do that. We're very hands off, keep away from each other. So it was a very, I identified with that a lot.
Yeah. See, like, I feel like I. Okay, so my family was very touchy. So, like, Christmas time, we would all sit on the couch. We'd all scooch in together. We weren't like, don't touch me. Like, we'd play fight. So, like, we were that type of family. But I also feel like when it came to, like, different events, it really depended on what was going on if we like came together. So like if like when my mom passed, we obviously all came together. I mean, that's their sister, so of course they were all going to come together. Um and like we kind of stayed together that long for like a little bit, but then I haven't talked to pretty much any of my family in months.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, you guys don't know anything about my life anymore. You don't know anything about what I do for work or if I even have a new job or um, what's going on with Will and I or anything. Like, barely talk to my dad, like, nothing. So, like, it makes me jealous when I see people with that kind of dynamic that, like,
Yeah.
Rhiannon and everybody have. has, and I'm just like, I really want that. And I like growing up, I wanted that too. Like I wanted to have like that sister or like that brother bond, which is probably why I always like go for like those older relationships or like friendships with like people, because that's kind of what I craved as a child, like an older sibling of some sort. And like that
Yeah.
camaraderie that you get from those relationships and those friendships, and it's frustrating. I mean, I still to this day, I just like I get annoyed that I don't have that in my own personal family. And I, even growing up, I was like, I'm gonna get a family, like I'm gonna marry into a family that has that. And Will doesn't really have a family like that either. I
Yeah.
mean, plus we moved away too, so like that doesn't help. But like
Right.
I'm coming
Brittany's
to
family
terms with
definitely
it.
has that.
Yeah.
So I definitely did. But sometimes it's a little overwhelming,
Hmm.
um, because I am so used to doing it alone.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, not having people show up for me and not having people at my doing things with me. So it can be a little overwhelming sometimes having someone that's always there or having people that expect you to show up for them, because on the flip side of my family not showing up for me, I very often don't show up for them.
Yeah. And
So,
it's I don't know. It's just really weird because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're so selfish. You don't show up for other." And it's like,
no.
am I
It
selfish? I
there's a
don't feel
difference between
selfish.
being selfish and setting boundaries. Like, I'm not going to continually show up and put all the effort in when you're not going to put any effort in, because that's not a relationship. That is you using me. So,
Yeah.
now I will say, like, my sister, well, my cousin, Lexi, who I call my sister, we kind of trauma bonded through all of that. So I do show up for her and she does show up for me. But that's different.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went on a hella big trauma tangent there.
Yeah, we did. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
um so on this last page of the chapter here, chapter page 331,
Oh, I
um
love this. This is my favorite part. Uh Violet. Oh, this is also really sweet. Like we also see what kind of relationship they have, Violet and Mira, because um Violet um and so like they're talking about like Zayden, and they're talking about I guess her predicament, and how like she's like, I told you to stay away, and she's like, well, it's kind of hard when I got mated pairs for dragons. um but they like started talking about like how we haven't seen a family this happy, even like when Brennan or Dad were alive, like not like this. But there were nights like when we could see how happy like we were on our own, kind of stuff, especially like traveled around the book. And there's
yeah.
a specific book that is Violet's favorite, and it was one of the many books that Violet was forced to leave behind on her first day, well, on the day that she was to travel to the wider Rider Quadrant, in hopes to like not let it like topple her over. Mira actually took it and kept it with her so that when she were to like see her again, she could give it to her.
She did. And then
So,
they start talking about the stories in that book. And Mira is kind of empathizing with the villain in the book a little bit. And then she's like, no, I'm not, but like, I do understand someone killing for the kind of power that we have, yada, yada, yada. And then she's like, Violet's randomly like, have you been stationed with any riders of mated pairs? And Mira's like, yeah, one. Why? And she's like, I'm just wondering how long they can be separated. And then out of the shadows, someone says, turns out about 3 days is their max.
of
And
course.
Zayden is here. I knew that he came here, like, because I knew what was coming, but I couldn't remember, like,
Like what
why
road?
he came or, like, how he got there.
I forgot. Like I knew he was there, but I honestly thought he had to go there because like they won that thing. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they're going there because they
No.
won. I was like, no, that's a squad thing. That wasn't a fourth
The
wing
whole
thing.
wing, yeah. It was
Hmm.
just Zane's squad. So like I knew that Zayden wasn't there, but then I was like, I know he gets there though because he has to do something in this next chapter. So I was like,
Yeah.
how did he get there? Or why did he get there? And now I obviously remember. So, um, right
Oh,
on,
listen.
yeah.
I saw one of my notes for this chapter. Well, I wrote a lot in this chapter.
I wrote some.
Oh, I wrote a lot. I had a lot of feelings in this chapter. Um,
So the first thing I wrote was on page 335.
same. Uh,
Is it fuck off, Dane?
so I'm close to it. It's fuck you, Dane, but
I wrote, ha ha ha, fucking Dane.
yeah. So, um, so
Self-righteous dickhead thinking he knows
yeah,
everything ass bitch.
God, I know. So they're so they're talking in like a room basically. Mira is kind of giving them some, strategy and some like ideas on what to do, how to do
Yeah.
it, being a damn good, what is it, she's a lieutenant.
Yeah.
And um there Mira just like scoffs and goes, everything you're taught at Bisgayeth is theory. You analyze past attacks and learn those very theoretical combat maneuvers. But things out here don't always go according to plan, so why don't we talk about all the things can go sideways so you'll know what to do when they do, as opposed to arguing that the keep shouldn't have fallen. How many of you have been called out as third years? And then Emery and Zayden, which, first of all, I thought Emery was a female. Excuse me. I am
No.
Emery in a lot of fucking video games.
Oh,
There are Emery
I've
female.
definitely heard of females named Emery. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, fucking Silver Flames.
yeah. And so then when I saw this one, I was like, Emery's a male? And Emery raises his hand, and then like Zayden barely raises his hands like a jester or whatever, but he does. Dane looks like his head is about to explode. That's not correct. We're never called into service until graduation.
And Zayden kind of goes,
Zayden.
does like a sarcastic little, okay, and gives him a thumbs up.
That's what I said. I was like, I could just imagine Zayden's face, like, way to go, buddy.
Right? Like, and I was just like cracking up because he's like, yeah, or Emery says, yeah, all right, just wait till next year. I can't count how many times we are the ones sitting in these very rooms in the Midland forts because their riders have been called to the front for an emergency. And like, just shut the fuck up, Dane. You don't know. Like, you don't know everything. Shut the fuck up. Sometimes
and
it's better to listen before you just run your fucking mouth and look like a fucking dumbass. Dane
right?
pisses me off if you can't tell. He's getting me fired up.
And I just feel like Dane thinks that he is God's given like gift to the earth. Like he is like Adam
Yes.
from Hazbin Hotel, because
Oh my god.
right, like he gives Adam vibes. And I think it's because like his dad is not necessarily an important figure person at Besgayeth, but like he's up there, like, and he's close friends with the general.
Yeah.
So I feel like
And he's
Dane
got a
believes,
classified signet, so he feels
yeah,
like
I
he's
don't give a fuck.
yeah, fuck off, Dane.
Zayden's got more of a classified signet than you do, bitch. Try it. But like, bro, like there's reasons why people don't say shit to you. And it's this right here. It's you.
Right. This is
You.
why we don't talk
It's
to
your
you. This is why
attitude.
we don't include you. This is why you're not it.
Yeah.
Um so they continue on this like fake scenario that Mira is giving them. And they're like, she's like, so let's do this. Who's in command? And she said, and let's pretend that I don't have 3 years of seniority on even the highest ranked of you. And Dane goes, then I'm in command. And shook his boobs like that and everything. And then
I can just see
Liam's
him.
like,
Me.
yeah, me.
Let me see whose chest I can make bigger.
But then Liam's like, our wing leader is here. I would think that puts him in command. And then Xaden is like, we can pretend I'm not here just for the sake of the
And
exercise.
he's like, here's my dragon. And then he just leans back, like,
And
right.
Violet's like, don't be a dick. And then in her head, he says, you haven't even seen me start to be a dick. And I'm like,
it's so the
yay!
begins.
So then they start arguing about fucking, because Dane's like, why are you even here? No offense, sir, but we weren't exactly expecting senior leadership on this trip.
Oh, wait, hold on. You forgot the most important part that left Ados like saying that bullshit though, because Xaden goes, give Ados here the position we all know he craves.
Yeah, just
Which
ugh.
I'm sure Ados was like, you don't have to say it out loud.
Yeah, they're just being yeah.
Well,
Um,
and he's not supposed to be here. Yes, Dane,
right,
you are
like
correct. But like he has no fucking choice. So like leave him alone.
right. And the flip side of that, which gets talked about later, he could have. They could have said no, and like she could have had to go back and missed out on this opportunity. But
Right?
instead, he came to her. So fuck
Mm-hmm.
off, Dane. First of fuck it all. Second of all, here in just a second, um, Violet's like, it has nothing to do with him. It's up to Taryn and Scale. And Xaden in her head goes, you never considered that it was you I couldn't stay away from? Swoon! Fucking swoon. Like, the flirting is starting, and I'm so excited for it.
The banter is literally everything.
Yes. Yes.
Like
And then
this is
Dane's like, of
I don't
course
care
you
what
defend him. Sorry. I fucking feel some type of way about Dane. And it's not a good thing.
Listen, I don't even care what happens in a book. I just want the banter to be witty and good.
It is. It is between these two. I don't frequently like a lot of the like popular book boyfriends. I'm like, meh. This one I like. I get it. Tamlin, obviously I didn't get. Rhys, I could see it, but it's not for me. This one I get because
I
I
feel
think
like
Rhys is still a little bit too controlling for me. Like,
he's also well, okay, I didn't think he was as controlling as I saw him in Silver Flames.
yeah,
Like I was like, well, I think he's protective, but I don't think he's as protective. And I think I was still under the impression of like Tamlin. But then when
yeah,
Silver Flames came around and I saw like how Cassian was treating Nesta, even when like Nesta was like the victim of a lot of things and like guilt and all of that, I'm sitting here like,
stop. Have
nah,
you looked at the TikToks I've sent you within the last week?
no. But let me
Oh my
tell you,
god.
I see your
Did,
name pop up so often, and I'm just like, oh god, that's like me.
have you seen the one that was um like I can tell you about or what your favorite or your favorite boyfriend says about you, and it was like it started out with Reese and then it was Cassie and then it was Azriel.
I've seen that, not those three specifics, but I've seen like that TikTok
Okay,
trend.
well,
But I'll
once you
watch
see
it.
that one, we're gonna need to discuss it because I was fucking dying. Because just so we're all clear, between the three, I would pick Azriel. And once you watch it, you'll understand why I was fucking dying. Anyway, back to Fourth Wing.
Oh, okay. I okay. I've been getting a lot of spoilers for a lot of books or like books that I haven't even read yet in other SJM like areas. I think it's House of whatever. And
like Crescent City.
yeah, and I'm told he's an asshole. Azrael.
Really?
Yeah, I'm told that he like expects Elaine to like him, like that he's like well, why can't I have the third sister? Like that kind of attitude. Yeah.
Interesting. So I do want to read Crescent
So
City.
reconsider.
I do want to read Crescent City, but I want to finish Throne of Glass first, which I'm in like book 3 of Throne of Glass
I
right now, I think.
just, I don't know. I just want to read a book.
I want to read all the books. Like you see this behind me here, that cart and that
Yeah.
shelf, those are my TBRs. So anyway,
I got a few of those.
then on page 339,
Yo, Dane and his like bullshit.
yes, like that's what basically I said. Fucking seriously, Dane. And
It's
I
like
do love that at some point somebody
37
was
all the way
like,
to 39.
yeah, but at some point I don't remember which page it's on because I didn't actually write anything about it. But one of the like writers in the room that's not like the actual graduated writers is like, do you guys want to just whip it out and measure? It'd be
Yeah.
faster.
That's the TikTok I sent you.
Yes. I was cracking up. No, there it is.
I think
The
it's
top of page 338. Do you boys
yeah.
just want to whip it out and measure? It would be faster. And Mira's like, enough! All of the animals in this room just jumped out of their fucking skin.
So like, ah.
Um,
Oh my god. Violet's response to Dane is hilarious. So they're like trying to, I don't know. So she's defending Zayden here. Like it has nothing to do with him. Like him being here is all up to Taryn and Segale. And he goes, well, Zayden first of all goes, "You never considered that it was you I couldn't stay away from?" And she's like, "Excuse me, shut the fuck up." And Dane goes, "Of course you rushed to defend him, though. How can you forget that this guy wanted to kill you 6 months ago? Is beyond me." And she's like, "I can't believe you went there." And Zayden's like, "Good job remaining professional, Ados." Um, really shows that leadership quality is to your best advantage. And then that's when he was like, "Do you just want to whip it out and measure?" Blah blah blah. The So like once all of that happened and they're like kind of calming down from that, she was like, "I'm not letting this bullshit go.
no, she
Dane
doesn't.
came for fucking blood, so I'm gonna come back. Like fuck you." So she comes back with, "You want to do your job?" Smiling sweetly. "I mean, how can you forget you're the squad leader is beyond me."
Yes.
Yes, Violet, get him, get him,
Yes, I
do it.
fucking love it. Um, and then they continue going through like talking about how they're going to use everybody's powers, and they're like, um, with your
Which
signet,
Dane's powers kind of
Atos,
fucking sucks when it comes to a fight.
yes. And she's like, or he's like, above your pay grade. Fuck off, you self important asshole. Anyway, and then he's like shocked because um Violet's like, okay, or you could stop ignoring that you have an incredibly powerful shadow wielder at your disposal and ask him to block out the area so no one sees you land.
And the
And he's
fact
like,
that Mary
you
doesn't
can
even
do
like
that?
question it and just goes, "You're not wrong."
Yeah.
And because Mira doesn't question anything that Violet says, like no one questions her, like no one
Yeah.
questions Zayden, and it's like,
Except for
yes,
Dane. Fucking asshole.
yeah, always.
And so he does. He like blacks out the room to like prove that he can do it because Dane has to ask about it. And then what the next thing I have is on page 341. Oh, she's bitching about Zayn being in her head, and Taryn's like, we'll block her out. Like, and then they go out and wait.
Oh,
She
Mira
asks,
calls the three of them out of the
yeah,
room.
Dane, Zayden, and Violet out into the hallway and throws up like a sound shield. And she
Dane tries to
is,
play nice, and she's like, "Shut the fuck up."
yeah, she's going the fuck off on Dane, basically.
Mira, get him.
Um, she's like, "You're blowing it, Dane, and I know how badly you want this job next year. Don't forget that we've grown up about 10 feet apart, and you are blowing it. Because what? You're pissed that Violet bonded his dragon's mate?" And then they're both like arguing about like who's the worst, or that he's the worst thing for her, but dragons don't bother with the opinions of humans. Um, and she's like, where'd it go?
241. Oh, I'm not arguing that, but there's nothing anyone can do with the choice of dragons. They don't bother with the opinions of humans, but whatever is going on between the two of you, pointing both
Figure your
both
shit
of,
out.
yeah, it's fucking up your squad. If I see it after 4 days with you, then the sure as hell they can. And if I'd known that you were going to be such a hard ass with zero flexibility for the things she can't control, I would have never. I told you to find you after crossing Parapet. You two have been best friends since you were 5 years old. Figure your shit out.
And I wrote, fuck him. These are his issues to figure out. She's not done anything wrong except for try to exist in this shitty situation she's been thrown into, and he has a fucking problem. Like, it's not her job to fix it. And
Yeah.
if anything else, and this is me and my like hyper independence and my like trauma coming out, but I'm like, snip snip motherfucker. Ship,
Goodbye.
shape up or ship out. Like, I don't have time for your bullshit.
And it's just great because instead of just like trying to talk to him as if like I don't care that you're my little sister's best friend, like we're
Yeah.
not gonna cry and talk about it, like you're gone, like get out of here, and like
Yeah.
snipped him out. So then she like goes straight up to Zayden and was like, "Is this what I'm to expect of her? Her to be missing classes and instruction next year because 3 days your dragons can't be doing all of this?" And he's like, "It wasn't my choice."
And then he's like,
And
I'm here.
this is my favorite part. Zayden's like, it no, like I'm the one leaving my squad behind. I'm the one leaving my wing behind. Like she's not missing her instructions. She's here because she got here. I left my post to be with her because of our dragons. I did not force her to leave this location at all. And it's just great because she's like, I'm right here. And she's like, I'm well aware. It's hard to miss. No, you don't
I
understand.
am here.
Yeah, and it's like, yes, Zayden, she just got you. You get her.
And then they they're talking about it, and she's like, and next year when you're a brand new lieutenant, and Violet's like, we'll figure it out. He's taken every spare minute he has to train me on the mat or take me flying in hopes I'll finally figure out how to keep my damn seat without Taryn holding me in place. And she's like, you can't keep your seat? Like, everybody is shocked by this, and I fucking love it. But, like, have you fucking seen her?
She little. Have you seen Taryn? He's huge.
Right, like,
Bro.
yeah, just no. Um, and then they're talking about that, and then all of a sudden, Taryn in her head says the Griffins are on their way, and everybody's freaking out. And for once, on page 345, Dane starts making sense. Or at least he says something. He says the one thing that will get Violet to listen, because Mira tells Zayden to get Violet out of there and to get basically all the first years out of there. And she's
Violet's fighting it.
arguing and she's screaming, and Dane is like, for once, Rierson and I agree. It's not just you. We have to get out, Violet. Think of every other first year. Are you going to sentence an entire untrained squad to death? Because I'll make it. Sienna, Emery, and Heaton will too. And we all fucking know Rierson will. But what about Rhiannon, Riddick, Sawyer? You want their deaths on your hands? So, like, that's the first time that Dane has said something that I didn't want to punch him in the throat for.
Yeah.
That's probably
if
the
I were
last
to
time as
highlight
well.
anything.
But
I was gonna say if that was like the anything that I would ever highlight of Dane, that would be that part right there.
Yeah. And she's like still arguing with them. Um, but they but like what help can you be, Violet? Like what happens in every story, every fucking time that the younger sibling or the child steps into the fight without permission, the parent or older sibling dies. Every fucking time. Like
because
this
they're
is
trying to protect the baby.
yes, and they
The
get
baby survives.
distracted.
Yeah.
So and also, Violet, you're not usually here. You're here by a fluke because you happen to win a competition. So if they can't handle this on their own, then we have a whole other fucking problem. Because there are 12 trained writers here that,
Not to mention how old Mira is compared to her.
yeah, and there are 12 dragons here, and like, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that Violet was getting on my
Like
nerves a
just
little bit with that, but I get it though,
she
because also, like, if Lexi were about to be attacked, I'm older than her, so it would be the other way around. But if she were being attacked and somebody were trying to get me to leave, I would fight tooth and nail to get back to her as well. So I get it, but
she'd be like,
also,
nah, fuck that bitch.
right, bye. But also, like, no. And I feel like it's just as honorable to get your friends out and protect them as it is to stay and fight with your sister. So, yeah, anyway.
I
That's
mean,
all I
you
have
could
for
literally
chapter
stay and
27.
fight and get everybody killed, or you can get the majority of untrained people out and hope for the best.
Yes. And
But
then we move on to chapter 28, and the best fucking thing happens in this chapter. Not just
hold on,
yet, not for a
hold on,
minute,
no,
but
hold on, though.
oh, you have
So
something else in.
yeah, I do. It's the thing that made me woohoo at the end of it. Violet is still fucking fighting, refusing to leave even after everything.
Oh,
And Violet's like, I can't leave her. And like Zayden is just struggling. And he just looks at her and kisses her. And then he like backs off and he just goes, leave for me, Violet. And it's like, oh, you're like, yes, sir, yes, sir.
like okay, I will.
Okay,
I'll
I'm
go.
going. But it's so funny because I mean, even if that worked, like even if it distracted her, or like even if like it worked for her and like she did in fact like get on, I don't think it I don't think it would have worked because he literally just grabbed her and just he just like threw her up and Taryn picked her up. But I mean, regardless, like the um it's just the fact that that's like his like the part of his like beginning of like I love you, please leave for me kind of thing.
Right.
And it was subtle. It was like I might
Yeah.
not ever see you again kind of thing. Like I gotta kind of say it now.
Um,
Anyways, chapter 28.
question.
Yeah,
How much do you have for chapter 28?
not a lot.
Okay, we can go then. I love
No, we
that
gotta do this one.
he knows her. Yeah, because the best thing fucking ever
Yeah,
happens
we
at the
gotta
end
do
of this
this one.
chapter.
I don't give a fuck
Um,
if it's 2 hours long. We're doing this one.
so Zayden finds her outside of, is it Professor Markham's
Markham's.
office? Because she's waiting on news for her sister. And he comes with coffee, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it just
because she
says
hadn't
two
been
steaming
sleeping.
pewter mugs, but I'm guessing it's coffee. Um, yeah, it is coffee. Because the Gale said she hasn't slept. And I just feel like he really knows her.
I think it's
Um,
also to help because of Segale and Taryn,
it
but
does. But he also like just knows her. Like he knows what she needs and he knows like how to come at her. Because I feel like Dane would have come in and been like, "Oh, are you okay?" Blah, 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 and treated her like a fucking baby.
yeah,
And Zayden was like, "Shit sucks. Here's some coffee." Like he didn't try to like coddle her. And
yeah,
then I love the banter between Violet and Taryn because she's like, "Quit telling Sigale about my sleeping habits." And he says, "I'm not dignifying that demand with a response." And she goes, "A darn is my favorite."
yeah. I was like, That is petty, but I am here for it. I would do that
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Yes. You tell him.
Um,
Okay, also, like, this part right here is, I think, part of the moments of, but, like, when I decided I think I was gonna start highlighting, like, this exact moment. So, on 348, what is it? They're, like, talking, and he's like, "I don't know anything about," or she's like, "I don't know anything about you." Um, and he's like, "I haven't slept well since the night my father left," or is it, or I don't know. Well, I don't know. Aurelia or
I think it's
Aratia,
Arisha.
Arisha, to declare the succession. That was more than 6 years ago. And he just stares at his coffee. I don't even know how old you are now. Mira was right. I know nothing about him, and yet I feel like I know who he is in the very marrow of his bones. Could my emotions be any more scattered when it comes to him? 23. My birthday was in March, and I didn't even know. Mine is in July. I know. I made it my business to know everything there was to know about you the second I saw you on the parapet. Because
Because
that's
that's
not
not
creepy.
creepy.
Yeah. Can't know how to ruin someone without understanding them first, he says quietly. And is that still your plan? And that's something that's been bugging her too, because Mira said that exact same thing. Like, he's just trying to figure you out so that he knows how to kill you.
Yeah, and he said that
And
there's different ways to ruin someone than just killing them.
yeah, and he flinches because he was also there for that conversation, and he goes, "No." And she's like, "What changed? When exactly did you decide not to ruin me?" And then this right here, he goes, "Maybe it was when I saw Oren holding a knife to your throat," he says, "or maybe it was when I realized the bruises on your neck were fingerprints and wanted to kill them all over again just so I could do it slowly. Maybe it was the first time I recklessly kissed you and when I realized I'm fucked because I can't stop thinking about doing more than just kissing you." My breath catches at his admission, but he just sighs, lets his head fall back against the wall. "Does it even matter when, as long as it changed between us? Don't do that." "Don't do what?" "Tell you I can't get you out of my head or speak directly into yours either. You could learn to do it too, you know." Uh and it's just like,
I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. You can't tell him what to do.
yeah, but it's like he
Yeah.
knew. It's like, and
And he
like,
continues to try to say after that admission that he doesn't love her. Bitch, who the fuck you trying to lie to? Yourself?
first
Who do
of
you think
all,
you're lying to?
if you wanted her dead and if you didn't love her, like, you wouldn't have told her to leave for you. Leave for
Yeah.
me, Violet. Excuse me? Why
Yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah. Fuck off,
What about you
Zayden.
makes you so special that I should leave when my sister is probably gonna fucking die fighting griffins? Like,
Bruh. And then at the
excuse
bottom of the
me?
page, she figures out how to talk back to him in her head, first of all. But then Professor Markham Dane shows up and is like, how long have you been waiting? And blah, 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 blah. And then Professor Markham shows up and is like, to what do I owe the pleasure? And Violet says, just tell me if she's dead. And he says, I can't give out classified information. If there's anything to be discussed, we'll do it in battle brief. And she says, we were there. If it's classified, then we already know about it. And I said,
True.
he says, it's hardly appropriate for me to. I don't give a flying fuck what's appropriate. That's my motherfucking sister. You're going to tell me one way or the other. You better do it the easy way because we can do it the hard way if that's what you need, motherfucker.
And it's like, she's like, she's my sister. I deserve to know if she's alive. It's not like she's asking what happened that day. She just wants to know if her sister's dead.
Yeah.
She's not
I
asking for
don't give a
information. How is
damn
that
if it's appropriate.
confidential
Don't
if a
give a
lieutenant fucking
fucking
died?
shit. Don't
Right?
care. You're going to fucking tell me. And if you don't want to tell me, like, your power is what? This is the power, the one with the power to, like, show the pictures, right? Like,
Yeah.
project the pictures. Bitch.
Right. Well, and that's what she
I
said.
got my
She's like,
shadow
and
daddy right here. He's going he's going to hold you with his shadows while Dane touches your face to steal your memory to know if she's alive or not because you finna fucking tell me.
well, and here's the thing too. She does deserve to know without being told in a room full of fucking other writers. Like, that
Yes.
is just
Fucked up.
pure, just being a decent fucking human. Like, you have
And
wanted her to be your star pupil from a long ass time ago. Like, show her some fucking
yes.
respect.
And even then, like, they're like, he's like, if it's confidential, I imagine in Battle Brief they would probably say like 3 riders were lost, but they wouldn't say who. So she would be
Right?
like, oh my god, like, is my sister one of those 3? And then not be told. The fuck? No, bitch, you better tell me now, because this is not gonna go well for nobody if you don't.
Yeah, it's
It's
it's just
hardly
weird.
appropriate for me to. You better fucking figure it out.
Right? And it's really sad too because she literally just kind of collapsed right there. And of course, Dane was the closest to her. And I don't, yeah. And I don't think she wanted anyone to catch her. But of course, Dane was just like, oh, I love her. Here we are.
She's fine, fine. Mira's fine. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. But over the next few days or whatever, now that she can talk to him in her
In
mind,
her
she's
head,
been trying
yeah.
to get to know him. Like, what's your favorite food? Do you have any siblings? Um,
And Zayden's like, stop being weird.
What's your favorite food? Chocolate cake. Stop being
Yeah, that
weird.
I love.
Shows up with the chocolate cake. Here you go. I made this for you. But
um, yeah. And then also, I love before that, I love that when she walked away from Dane, um, she was like, I don't care about breakfast. I don't care about formation. She goes to the flight field and um she's like, she's all right. I didn't leave her to die. She's alive. She's alive. She's alive. Um because she goes to the what where
flight
did it
field.
say that?
And she leans forward into Indarna's shoulder.
Yeah, and so Adarna shows up to like comfort her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's where it is. There's only one place I can go, one person who won't chide me for crumbling. So like,
Yeah.
and Darna is her person to like fall
Yeah,
apart.
because who is it? Taryn is a grumpy old man.
Yeah. And then
He's a
why
grumpy
is it
grandpa.
always capture the flag? Why is it always capture the flag?
I don't know, but when I heard that, I was like, fuck that.
It's
No,
always capture
absolutely
the
not.
flag.
There was a lot in this chapter. Like what was it? It was um basically like 10 pages because when I found out she like um no, yeah, when there was like 10 pages because he I was like, "Oh, stop it." Because she's trying to get more information from Zayden to like know more about him, and he asked her about like the scars that he has on her back, and he like kind of clammed up and then like flew away. Um, and she's like, no, he just cares about me because he wants to keep me alive
Yeah.
because like it's all about him too. And
Well, and
then
she's so used to people not caring about her.
yeah,
Like,
it's
so
Taryn's like, not for him, it isn't. And it's like, stop it. But for literally the next basically the next 12 pages is all capture the flag, and it's just like a bunch of
yeah.
like fight scenes. There is one though on page 355 if you don't.
I wrote on page 354, I wrote fuck yeah, Taryn, but I'm not, why did I write that?
Oh, I know exactly why. um
Oh, I
be-
decide what's allowed and what's not. There's no
yeah,
rule that says a dragon cannot modify their seat to serve their rider. You've worked just as hard, if not harder, than every rider in this quadrant. Just because your body is built differently than the others doesn't mean that you don't deserve to keep your seat. It takes more than a few strips of leather and a pommel to define a rider, because they make her a saddle
yeah,
so she can be
Zayden
strapped
had
in.
a saddle specially made and fitted Taryn for her, and I think that is
Oh,
so. And well, I guess we don't find out the next part of that until the next chapter. But I was like, oh, green flag. Green
yes!
motherfucking flag right there.
You got that
And you
guy
know
running,
what?
sir, sir.
There. Green
with
flag.
his green flag.
But you know what? Dane wouldn't have done that. He would
No,
have
he
told her
wouldn't
to
have.
go to the scribe quadrant because
Yeah,
she
that's what
couldn't
he did over and over
do
and
on
over
it.
again. Instead of
Because she
modifying
couldn't
the
do it.
situation to help her be successful, he just told her to run and told her to
Yeah.
leave and told her she wasn't good enough and that she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Um
God, what a fucking green flag. Get you a
so
Zayden,
on
peeps. Get you a Zayden.
right, page 355, I also had something. I just said swallow your pride, Vi, except maybe don't if that's what happens. Um because she is like arguing about the fucking saddle. She's like, everyone's gonna think I'm weak. Bitch, everybody already thinks that. Who gives a fuck?
Everyone has watched you fall off your dragon.
Right, like,
And everyone knows your dragon has literally picked you up. Like, calm down.
right.
My favorite is when Darren goes, the first models were unacceptable. Like,
Yes, he's such a
if he
sassy old man.
if he wasn't mated to Sigale, I'd wonder if he was gay.
Right?
You're like, all right, RuPaul, like, come on.
So fucking sassy.
I love that Zayden was like, if you don't use this, I'm gonna take personal offense.
Yes. Considering I had it made for you and just about got myself burned alive in the process of trying to get it on him.
And I love that he also helped design it. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And
What a
it's
green flag of a dragon.
right? Like the whole thing. Just fuck yeah. I like both of them.
Anyways.
And then there's that line there at the bottom of that page. Because she's still being stubborn. So
Fuck, that stubborn, feisty look always makes me want to kiss you.
he says into her head, yes.
Sir, do it. Yes.
And then,
wanna
and
do
you
it?
say this now where people will see you if you actually do. When did I ever give you the impression that I give a fuck what people think about me? I only care what they think about you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So then they're flying around
Say it again.
and she is about to fucking burn up from her fucking signet because they are flying around, keeping the flag safe, yada yada yada. And then all of a sudden they
yes.
see this little outpost or like tower, and 3 dragons come out of nowhere.
Here's the thing, too. Is this when Jack's on top of the tower?
Yeah, well, not yet. He's still on his dragon right now, I think. But yeah,
All right.
he's about to be on top of the tower.
When Jack gets on the tower, let me speak. I got some words to say.
Okay. Yeah, so she is like grounding so she doesn't explode basically. Jack is on his dragon fighting Liam, and then Liam falls. And she uses Indarna's power to stop time so they can catch Liam, and they do. And then Jack jumps onto the tower, I believe. Because she starts to unbuckle herself, and Taryn is like, you better fucking not.
Yeah. I really like this part because black pin. This is a great part for Taryn to practice his grabbing skills.
Yeah.
And just casually yeet someone or squish someone.
Yeah.
It would be a shame if Taryn, the most powerful dragon of them all, just squashed him like a banana.
Well, he doesn't have to.
He should, though.
He should, but he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to. And I'm glad he didn't because I appreciate the way it happened. But
yeah. I don't
But
like the aftermath, but we'll talk about that later in the next episode. But I do love the way that happens because finally, Violet manifests her signet and she kills that bitch.
bye,
Bye,
motherfucker.
bitch.
I just
Because
hope.
she
I was.
screams and lightning comes down out of the sky. It knocks the whole mountainside into an avalanche of rock that there's no way he can survive it, and his dragon knows that too because she's crying.
Yeah.
But
And let me
Taryn
tell
is
you,
fucking happy. He
me too.
roars with unmistakable pride.
Me too, because you know what? I was like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. God, that was
And
good.
I think it's super poetic that her first kill is Jack.
Oh my god, right?
Yes.
It's like, you know what? You fucking deserve that, bitch.
Yes, he does.
Ugh, I tell you. All right. Whew. My head
Yeah.
hurts. What a whirlwind of an episode.
Right?
All right. Anyways, until next time.
Bye.